In India, the Bachchan family carries a cultural weight that opens nearly any door. Their name commands immediate, widespread recognition across the country. Navya Naveli Nanda sits at the intersection of that massive Bollywood fame and immense industrial wealth. She has built her own public profile, while also standing as the direct heir to a vast corporate fortune. For corporate families operating at this level, succession plans often default to routine. A recognized last name traditionally acts as a guarantee for a seat in the boardroom. The physical asset driving this specific family dynamic is Escorts Kubota, a heavy industry manufacturer operating in the Indian market for over 8 decades. This chart shows the financial scale of that operation, peaking at a market capitalization of roughly 31,000 crore rupees. Look at the entirety of that valuation. Historically, an asset of this size within a family structure passes directly to the next generation without friction. But Chairman Nikhil Nanda recently laid down a very public boundary. He stated that Navya's last name does not give her the right to take a position at Escorts Kubota. She has to earn it on her own merit. When the head of a 31,000 crore empire blocks automatic inheritance, the next generation must develop leadership as a professional competency rather than a birthright. The preparation for modern executive leadership takes place far away from the corporate boardroom. It requires the academic infrastructure of institutions like the Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad. In direct response to the demands of corporate leadership, Navya recently completed a rigorous 2-year MBA program at the institute. This specific blended course is deliberately designed for working professionals and active entrepreneurs. It is an advanced degree, not an entry-level program. To qualify for admission, candidates must possess a solid foundation of real-world experience, which Navya built through her work with technology giants like Meta. The curriculum enforces strict physical requirements, demanding attendance at 5 mandatory on-campus modules. Students have to put in the physical presence to bridge theoretical management with actual practice. Enrolling in a professional, experience-based MBA shifts the focus from an inherited title to the acquisition of specific management skills. Even with an MBA completed, Nikhil Nanda issued what amounts to a public performance review, explicitly stating that his daughter is not yet fully ready. He pointed out a specific deficiency in her training, a lack of exposure to digital coding. In India's current corporate environment, heavy industry manufacturers rely heavily on digital ecosystems. Tech fluency is now an existential requirement for a CEO to oversee supply chains and automated production. A family pedigree cannot digitize a manufacturing pipeline or solve a modern logistics issue. Mastering those operational tools is the only way to effectively steer a legacy brand today. The pressure to abandon nepotism comes from outside the family dynamics. It comes directly from the macroeconomic forces governing Indian business. Escorts Kubota is a publicly listed entity. That public status means the company is completely beholden to external market expectations. Regulatory bodies evaluate corporate governance tightly. Family promoters are scrutinized closely to ensure they meet SEBI guidelines and serve the broader financial ecosystem. Public shareholders invest capital based on competence. They require measurable results and proven operators to protect their money. Nikhil Nanda's merit policy aligns the family's involvement with the survival requirements of a highly regulated public market. Nikhil Nanda stated his ultimate ambition is for this 137-year-old organization to outlive him and operate successfully for another 2 centuries. Securing a multi-century runway requires executives who understand private equity, digital marketing, and independent business practices. Navya has already shown an independent interest in private equity, which aligns directly with the future operational needs of the organization should she choose to pursue a role there. A heavy industry conglomerate demands technical and operational expertise at the helm. True corporate legacy means forcing the next generation to prove they can steer the machine themselves.